Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Nicki Micheaux is a veteran actress who has starred in hit shows such as Lincoln Heights, where she received 2 NAACP Image Award nominations for Outstanding Actress in a Drama Series. But now she can be seen playing Detective Sandra Yates in the TNT drama series Animal Kingdom, which second season airs May 30th. She joins us tonight. Please help me welcome the talented Nicki Micheaux. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. It's good to be here.
Thank you. We definitely appreciate it. I know you're a busy woman doing a lot of things. I'm grateful to have you here.
I'm a track mom. What are you talking about? I have no time.
Sweet. Well, listen, I know that you've been in the game for a minute. How did you get your start?
Oh, gosh. Well, I just took the plunge. I moved to L.A., and, I had nothing. I had no agent. I had no headshot. I had nothing. I just kind of pounded the pavement and read the trades and lucked my way into my first agent, and my first job, I think, was a music video. Just slowly worked my way up. Mm-hmm.
So getting an agent, it's a lot harder than people think. People think they can just move to Hollywood and they have agents running at them, but
yeah, it's very hard.
It's a lot harder than that, right?
It's really, really difficult. I think it's even harder now than when I did it, because I remember I was able to do it, but a lot of my friends weren't able to do it, and in the beginning, that's kind of the sink or swim. It's a deal breaker if you couldn't get even in the game. So it's very, very, very challenging. But I ended up getting it one from my neighbor recommended me to his agency, and they took me on. But they wouldn't take my friend on. So it was,
wow.
It's brutal out here, brutal.
Yeah. So what made you, say I need to go to Hollywood? That's where I need to go.
Oh, that's interesting. Actually, it was I had tried to avoid this decision because I thought it was too scary. You might be broke. And what's going to happen? I should just go get a real job. But I ended up having a really serious car accident where I felt like I almost died. And I felt like, whatever life I have, I'm going to live it. I'm going to live for myself. I'm really going to try to live. And not sort of do what's expected or play the good girl. I want to try my best to live my life to the fullest. And so that meant I had to pursue the dream. And I didn't even know for sure that I really wanted to make a living at acting. I mean, who knew what that would look like? I had no clue. I was just some kid in Colorado. And I just took the plunge. I just thought, well, let me just see if I can get health insurance.
Right. Do you think that people have it easier now with social media and social media stars and reality TV than maybe, a seasoned actress like yourself and, what it took you to get to where you are today?
Well, I think that there are a lot more ways to get into the game. There are not as many obstacles. You can definitely get into the game, but it's not easy to try to get 1 million YouTube followers. That's true. That's work in and of itself. So I don't know if it's easier, but there are more access points.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. And social media has definitely changed the game for a lot of people, like you said. But it's not easy. Everyone can't get it.
Yeah, you can go shoot a movie on your cell phone, but that doesn't mean you're going to get any views.
Right. Exactly.
So,
that's true.
Because you still have to find a way to get an audience, and but you can get it done. So no one can stop you from making it, and that's a big deal.
Yeah. I know you did a lot of great work prior to Lincoln Heights, but Lincoln Heights is where I guess you really went mainstream. What was that experience for you, like being on this show?
That was, like a dream come true. It's almost kind of fairy tale because I have been doing all these types of, out in left field characters, drug addicts, bad cops, all sorts of things, and to land on a black family show where I got to play a black woman from the suburbs was like, really?
Yeah.
Which is so close to basically who I am. I mean, I'm just a chick from the suburbs of Houston, and so I was like, this is phenomenal. But more than anything else, the show meant so much to so many people in the community, and I was so proud to represent the show, to tell those stories because. Back when we did Lincoln Heights, we were the only black family drama. We were only black drama on at that time.
Exactly.
And so, it meant something to people to see us on screen. And I was so proud. I'm still really proud of the stories that we told and what we tried to do in that little bit of time that we had. It was awesome. It was a blessing.
Yeah, it definitely was. So now you're on Animal Kingdom. You're a regular on there.
No, I'm recurring on Animal Kingdom.
Recurring, excuse me.
Yeah.
What is that experience? How's that? Obviously, it's a lot different from Lincoln Heights, but what is this experience at this point of your career?
Well, it's a completely different show. I mean, I get to play the bad, evil detective,
right?
which of course I don't think I'm bad. I'm trying to they're murderers, people.
Right.
Let's just keep it straight here. It's just fun. It's fun to be the bad guy. It's fun to kind of say mean things to people. I really like it because in my dreams, I want to be like Dirty Harry. I want to do Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry type movie. So it's really fun. I'm like, yeah, let's do this in a big screen. I want to do this all day. I want to carry a gun and go, get down. Yeah, no, and the cast is really, really amazingly talented. The writing is amazing. So it's a wonderful show to be a part of.
That's awesome. What's your dream character? Who would you love to play?
Oh, gosh, who would I love to play? I think I want to star in a musical.
Okay.
Sometimes that's what I want to do. I'm not really sure because I don't really have a dream character anymore as much as I have. My dream is really the movies that I write that I would love to be able to direct. That would be
right.
It's not so much saying my name in life as being able to put my movie up on the screen and have it impact an audience the way movies have impacted me and changed my life. I would like to be able to do that for future generations.
That's awesome. Now, you were recently at the it was a Tribeca movie festival?
Tribeca Film Festival, yes.
Film Festival? Tell us about that. I know you were there. You were very excited about that.
Oh, that was awesome. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I was saying, tell us about it. Go ahead.
I had a chance. HBO had sponsored a television pilot that I got a chance to be a part of, which was really, really exciting because it was dealing with manic depression in the Black community, which I think none of us talk about mental health issues enough. And so it was great. This 16-year-old girl, who basically had a breakdown and got put into an institution, and I played her mother, and it was only one of 3 television pilots that Tribeca showed. So we were really excited, and of course Tribeca, New York. I mean, it's such an amazing film festival. To be able to be seen on that platform was truly phenomenal. It really was. So we hope that someone will want to take on this series, and that we're trying to shop it to various outlets. But it was great to be in Tribeca to share it with everyone.
Awesome, and I think it's interesting. I don't know if you've seen the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why or something like that. But
I've heard of it. It's on my list.
Yeah, I watched that last week. I watched it in 2 days. It's awesome. But to see that from, like you said, I don't think they talk about suicide enough, in general, especially among teens. But then in the African-American community with mental health issues and things like that, a show like this, targeting teenagers or dealing with teenagers, I think it would be huge, not for only our community, but just in general.
I think in general, because honestly, crazy knows no color.
Exactly.
We all don't talk about it enough. And I would be so thrilled. Again, it's kind of like what I loved about Lincoln Heights. If we can say something, if we can speak to something to help us, bring some issues to light, that's the beauty, the goal of what we do as artists. Yes.
And sometimes, you can be most political in your work without being being outspoken.
Yeah, you don't really. You can be political, you can be outspoken and be an activist, but was it Thomas Jefferson that said the pen is mightier than the sword?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember who said that, so you'll have to figure out where that quote goes to. But there's a power in art, and there's a power in sharing the human experience and trying to move us all collectively forward so that we can live healthier, happier, more whole lives. There's a lot of suffering. And what's great about art is that you can show pain for what it is, the truth of what it is, and here's how I think I should get out of this pain, or here's what I heard somebody did, and someone can relate to those experiences, because a lot of times, especially when you're ashamed of something, you don't share that, and so there's a famous line from AA: "You're only as sick as your secret." So a film or a TV show is like a community place where we can come and say, I hear you, I see you, I feel your pain, you're not alone.
Exactly. It makes a lot of sense. What's something that's happened in your career up to this point that you would never have fathomed when you first moved to Hollywood?
Well, the fact that I can actually make a living is
okay. Hey, that's big.
I mean, if you would have told me I would be sitting in my house 20-something years later, and this was all I do, that this is it, that today I was rehearsing, I'm working on Lady Macbeth, and, and then in the evening later tonight I'm going to write on my script. That's my work day.
That's awesome.
There are days I wake up and have to pinch myself like, this is my life.
Right.
I'm a member of a theater company, of the Waco Theater Company with Richard Lawson and Tina Lawson. And we had the Wearable Art Gala last weekend, I believe. So, I was designing a dress with my designer. I mean, this took up a lot of time. This was a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was never, ever imagined, ever in my wildest dreams, that I would be living such a life, ever. It's each day I'm like, wow, this is amazing, and I have to really give thanks to God for it and be grateful for it, because it is so unbelievable that I don't mean you take it for granted, but sometimes you don't enjoy the small moments of it because you're so worried about, it's going to go away or whatever, because everything is temporary. But I think it's important to enjoy what you've got. Exactly.
What are your family or people that have known you prior to you being in the industry so long, what do they say when you speak to them about? Did you ever talk about, like, wow, you made it, you're here? Do you ever have those conversations?
Oh, it's always the same, like, wow, you did it, it's happening, you're so blessed, and don't spend your money. Do you need a loan? No, I don't need a loan. Just leave it in the bank. Don't spend anything, because it's all like too good to be true. You're like, this is they paid you how much for what? Don't spend any. So because we come from pretty humble backgrounds compared. I mean, I'm not a Hollywood generation person. I showed up with nothing.
Right.
I mean, absolutely nothing. No money, no car, no contacts, nothing. So all of it is just like beautiful, and you just want to keep it all intact.
Exactly. Yeah. What else are you working on? Are you working on upcoming projects?
Well, the life of an actor is always one of auditioning for the next gig. I mean, that never changes. Mm-hmm. And my big dream is, of course, to launch my own production company and put my voice out there in forms of as a director, as a writer. That's always been my dream, because there's not that many of us of color who are able to write and direct. So especially women, I think it's really important that we have a voice. So it's my biggest dream at the moment, and that's what I'm working on. But you know how actors are. We're always there's always another gig.
Exactly. Stay on that grind. You got to stay on that grind.
Hey, I mean, the grind is the life.
It is. It's exciting. I'm sure it's rewarding, exciting, and then sometimes but it's the life. And I think that would be rewarding. I mean, I'm in awe of all that you're doing and all that you've done.
Thank you so much.
Now I saw that you post videos on YouTube from time to time. Are you big on social media?
No, I don't think I'm good at it. I'm trying to get better. I try to post things, post pictures and stuff. I'm working on it. I definitely could be better and more engaged. But when Animal Kingdom first came out last summer is when I really kind of started to understand the power, not the power, but really get engaged, because we had so many fans with the show. So when we did Lincoln Heights, I really didn't have a social media presence at all. So this is the first time that I actually tweeted with the fans, and it's pretty fun. It's intense, because you get the fans and they get going. And but again, it's that whole sitting around the campfire thing, where it really brings down the walls, and you can actually connect with people.
That's true. So
it's awesome.
Listen, Nicki, thank you so much for taking the time out your busy schedule. I know you're doing a million things, but thank you so much for taking time to speak with us tonight. I wish you.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, continued success in your career. Continued success. I can't wait to see your movie that you wrote, directed, and starred in. I can't wait to see
well, that's a whole lot. I can't wait to see that either.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll be right back after.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Okay, Nikki, can I get you to do just a quick drop and say this is Nicki Micheaux and you listen to the Stephen Knight Show?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
This is Nicki Micheaux, and you're listening to the Stephen Knight Show.